Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the GOAT, Tom Brady, and the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots as they match up with the second-year man Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gott along with Charles Davis. Charles, good matchup here. A couple of playoff teams from a season ago.
And just think about how the NFL works, partner. 8 teams that made the playoffs the year before didn't make it last season. So there's always going to be parity in this league, and guys have to be ready to go. Just because you made it the year before doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get back again.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The New England Patriots 8-0. Here comes their offense led by the future Hall of Famer Tom Brady. Threw 2 touchdowns in the Week 8 win over Cleveland to get them to 8-0. But a lot of talk this week about could Tom Brady be playing in a different uniform next year? Could you see that?
Stop. I can't see. What? Are you see? Tom, what? Tom Brady in a different uniform? I know people talk about that kind of. Remember when Joe Montana left the 49ers and went to Kansas City? But they had Steve Young in the wings. Jarrett Stidham is the backup quarterback now. That's not Steve Young-esque at this point. What? No.
So you don't think that that's happening? All the rumors. And
if he plays next year, he will be in a Patriots uniform, in my humble opinion.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel, first-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. That's caught by the tight end Lacoste. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. We introduce you to the Ravens starting defense, and we focus on Marcus Peters, picked up from the Rams via the trade route back on October the 15th. Made his presence felt immediately. A 67-yard pick-6 of Russell Wilson in Week 7 was his 5th career pick-6, most of anyone since he joined the league back in 2015. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. He's got Sanu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 60.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 19 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Ravens now under 12th-year coach John Harbaugh. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Jackson. Roberts got it. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots take over. Well, let's get back to our discussion earlier about the Patriots here as their offense comes on the field. I mean, they're 8-0.
Tom Brady will play in New England next year.
Oh, I know. You already mentioned that. You already mentioned that. They're 8-0, though, for the 3rd time in franchise history. But at Foxborough, they've won 20 straight games, including the playoffs. Good luck if you have to go there. So when is the loss? Is there going to be a loss this year for New England?
I think there will be. It's so hard to go undefeated. Remember, the Dolphins in 72, the Patriots, they took it all the way to, was that 2007 season, I believe, and went to the Super Bowl before they absorbed their first loss. I think it happens during the regular season. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. At Baltimore, open week, at Philly, home for Dallas, at Houston, home for Kansas City. So if they're winning all their home games, let's throw those teams out. To me, at Baltimore, that's the one that I'm targeting. Eager to see how they chase around Lamar Jackson and how Baltimore plays that game.
That is a tough stretch of games. If they run that gauntlet, then they might just go undefeated. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Brady now on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mohamed Sanu with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now Folk for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Let's go,
Getting set to go again, Mohamed Sanu is marching back onto the field now. And he's been pretty good under the lights here tonight, hasn't he, partner?
He certainly has, and I applaud him for that because I don't know what it's like for you, but to me, preparing for a night game involves a little bit more. Trying to hold your intensity, hold that edge throughout an entire day of waiting to get out there and play. You know, the meetings, what time you're going to eat, all of those things. He's harnessed it very well. It's turning in a nice performance.
Yeah, he's closing in on 100 yards. For me, it's all about the afternoon nap for a night game.
I like the way you prep.
Earl Thomas in on the stop. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Brady. That is incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. 3rd down here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And this one brought in by Sanu. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Caught by the tight end Watson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up.
And Michel will find his way in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
On for the extra point is Folk. And it is now 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Brushing off defenders, and they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Wait, 20. Watch the run.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mohamed Sanu in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now Folk for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now, through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 73 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that in the package, right? Get the gourmet out here, figure it all out, and you're guaranteed he'll do that going forward as well, because with a game like this, you don't want to change things too much. Oh, yeah, you also want to continue to get that great blocking he's received today, too.
Yeah, kudos to the guys up front indeed. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 29, Brady. Caught by Sanu. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. On for the extra point is Folk. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, they'll run with Ingram. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now the pass brought in by Roberts. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Jackson is going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Jackson to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Jackson now, throwing again. Roberts has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Jackson now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Ingram. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Jackson now off the bootleg. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Let him know, let him know.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This one fielded at the 5. Getting set to go again, Mohamed Sanu is marching back onto the field now. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that will extend this big lead. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This pass into the arms of Snead. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's got it to Ingram, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson, and he's got Snead. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jackson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, it's caught by Roberts. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Draw play, Ingram now. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw on third down, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Getting set to go again, Mohamed Sanu is marching back onto the field now. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And it's Michelle once again. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Wait, set, 380!
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.